Oh, here we go. Hey, everybody, guess what? It's Wednesday, and we are here with Kim Sasser Hayden. She's the Senior Director of Government Affairs for Comcast. We're just going to have a little conversation. How's it going today?
Great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so, I think there's things that we don't think about when a big company like Comcast. And so we want to talk about a few things. And one of them is how you guys are really active in the local communities. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. Yeah, it's really important to us that we support the communities where we live, where we work, and where we serve. So that's something that we've been engaged with. I've been with the company for over 10 years, and that's something that we've been engaged with, and something that started right from the start of the founding of our company. So one of the things that we've been doing, we just did a major expansion in Westmoreland. And we've been engaged in Sumner County for a long time. We actually just sponsored the Portland West Middle School Robotics Club. They
Wow.
just had a competition, and we actually had one of our employees that was engaged with them, and he said, "Hey, this is something that we'd like to support in the community," and it was a great fit. And we've been partners for a long time with lots of organizations like the Boys and Girls Club of Middle Tennessee, and really supporting their digital literacy and digital opportunity programs. So very excited to continue that support and to talk about some of the things that we've been able to do in Sumner County.
Yeah, I think sometimes just, as a consumer, you don't really realize that these companies can be involved in your backyard, so to speak, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you're like, oh, that's just like a big company and I don't know where they are. But we have so many employees who are living and working in these communities, and it's important to us that we support them and support our customers.
Yeah, so let's talk about the internet for a minute. It is such a big, almost black space, so to speak, but we all use it all the time, every day. Like right now, we're using the internet. Tell me what role you see it playing in business or education. We've talked just now about education.
Yeah, it's definitely something that is ubiquitous now. And I don't think that we always thought that way. But even just think about going into a small business. Certainly, if you're starting a business, you want to have a website where people can search for you and find you. But then even to do transactions, to take credit card transactions, you need that connection to the internet. So it's important for businesses of all sizes to be able to stay connected. It's also very important for education, from the ground up. You think about all of our kids these days, even our kindergartners are probably even more technologically advanced than we than we are.
Oh, yeah.
Um, just really able to start that connection and to use that. Just to advance their educational backgrounds, and then to apply for colleges. There are lots, I know, middle schoolers who are taking online classes in high schools and others. So definitely a way for folks to engage. And one of the things I didn't mention when we were talking about our community engagement is we've actually just gone through a big program called Comcast Rise, which supports small businesses. And we actually had 10 recipients of our RISE grants in Sumner County. And those small businesses will receive or have received a $5,000 grant for their business, but also a technology makeover to make sure that the technology that they are using is connecting them to their customers in the best ways possible.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow. Yeah, I was thinking about when you were talking about businesses, these days we used to have, I remember phone books to look up phone
Yes.
numbers or addresses. I know some
Right.
people have no idea what I'm talking about. But now we use the internet to
Yeah.
like what
And you judge folks based on like, hey, that one has a great website and they're probably a really reputable company
yes.
versus some of the others. So you definitely want to make sure that your presence is really good.
Yes. And then some of them, this is a note to business, put your address easy to find on your website.
Yes.
I hate looking for a
Yes.
business and I can't find their address
Right.
or any information that I need. Speaking of the internet, we've been talking about that. It's the holidays. You and I were just talking before we went live here about the holidays is right here. And so some of us may be trying to cut corners or cut costs.
Yep.
You guys can help us with that. Talk about that, about budgets and what you have available.
Yeah, we have at Comcast Xfinity, we have a lot of ways that folks that we can help folks get connected to the power of the internet and everything that they need. So, number one, we have this fantastic program called Internet Essentials. So that's for income constrained families, individuals. Pretty much, if you receive some form of federal or state assistance, you would qualify for that. And that's a program we actually have. It starts at $14.99 a month for really high speed internet. So you can learn more information about that at internetessentials.com. But that's a great way for folks who might need a little help getting connected. But we also have all kinds of other ways for folks who just want to be a little more budget cautious, especially as you head into the holiday season. So we have our Now platform, which is a prepaid platform. So that starts at $30 a month for high-speed internet. And it's something where you pay in advance, you pay for what you need and when you need it, which is really good for some folks to be able to get connected in the best way that works for them and for their families. And you can learn more about that and all of our products at Xfinity.com.
Wow. Okay, so I've learned something today just in this short time. I really appreciate you guys talking with us today. Thanks again, man.
Happy to be here, and we are so excited to be expanding Comcast in Sumner County, especially in the Westmoreland area, and just happy to offer our great Xfinity products to everyone in Sumner County.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much.